Hello, it's Phil here from oldjokes.co.uk. We sell new jokes and tricks, and we also sell old jokes and tricks. And this is one of our absolute favourite companies for jokes and magic, Ellisdons. Many people will remember this company. They were really famous for selling through comic books. They also had a big shop in London for a long time, and they became like a bit of British culture, really, especially for school children. Now, we like to keep as much Ellisdons in stock on the site in our vintage sections as possible, and we usually have this. We usually have catalogues. This is one of their catalogues, the the Coronation supplement. This is 1930s one. So always have a look in oldjokes.co.uk in the book section, and you might find yourself an Ellisdons catalogue. They're quite hard to find, but we do try and keep them in stock. But as well as just the catalogues, we do also have some of their original tricks. Now, we've got lots and lots in stock at the moment, so I'm not going to be able to show you all of them by any means, but I just thought I'd show a little fun selection. So these are the sorts that you'd get in mail order, but you'd also get these from Woolworths and places like that. They were a big supplier for Woolworths, and we're talking this particular one 1970s, but they were in Woolworths and in comic books from the 1930s right the way through to the early 1980s. So we've got a wobbly spanner here that you could leave out in the garage or in a workshop, and someone would go to use it and they'd find it flopping around. Here's it's a bit fiddly, this one. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's a Ellisdons auto nail. It's a little metal nail that you would put in someone's tyre. It has a metal spike on it, but apparently the spike's not big enough to pop the tyre. But they'd think that they'd driven over a nail. These are in their original packaging. It's always nice to see, which is why I'm not getting the things out, because they haven't actually been out of their packaging. These are old stock. This is really nice. This one has been opened. This is a window smashing joke. This is a really old idea. Ellisdons sold a lot of these, but they were made before then. These are little metal plates, and I'll see if I can demonstrate. You drop them. You can't really hear it in here. It's probably because I'm dropping it onto something slightly soft. But if you drop these onto a hard surface, they jump around and clatter against each other, and it really does sound like glass. So the idea would be that you'd play a prank on somebody by putting these, throwing these onto the floor, and people would think that someone was breaking in or a window was smashing. Here's a couple more jokes. These were a thing they sold for years. These are fun certificates or licenses. So these are really beautiful on the inside. We do sell some that are open, and of course you can open them yourself if you want to do it carefully. Usually it's just a piece of tape, so you could seal it up afterwards if you wanted to. But these are these really beautifully illustrated licenses that have really funny writing on them as sort of spoofing an award or a license. This is a liar's license that you'd give to someone. A mild caution to exaggerators. And then this one is the Nosy Parkers Association for mind other people's business experts. So a bit of fun, quite strange. We've got quite a few different ones of those in. And another thing they were really known for is magic. They got tons of our magicians into magic. These are sort of a range of ages. These are 1950s, these ones. The Afghan bands and the three-bell mystery. This is still in its original packaging. And then you've got the safety pin through handkerchief. Really great things that many people watching this might remember them originally. And we do, at the moment, we have 2 of these in stock. But as I say, the stock's always changing, so keep checking back. And this is one of the big surprise joke boxes. So this is a selection box. These were launched during the war, I believe, in the 1940s. And they have, just see if I can get this out fiddly. There's your joke ink blot that you'd leave on someone's worktop with an empty ink bottle spilt. Well, it looked like it was spilt. There's some fake soot, nail through finger, all sorts of fun things. Really lovely graphics on that too. And let's just have a look at a couple of final things. I thought I'd show this because these are great. The ones we've got of these are still sealed, so if you purchase one of these, it will come still sealed. So this is one of mine that I have in my personal collection, which I've opened, and you can see it's a little scrumpled pair of miniature handkerchiefs. So miniature knickers, but they look it looks like a handkerchief when it's in your pocket. So you leave it, as in the illustration, you leave it sticking out of your pocket, deliberately crumpled like this, and you hope that someone comes and tries to help you out by plucking it out, only to find that they're holding onto a mini pair of knickers with a funny little rhyme on it. Really silly stuff. And the other thing I wanted to show you is with Ellisdons and a lot of other companies, I'm not going to film the actual card because I don't want people to just nick the information. But we have these exclusive info cards that come. So if you buy anything made by Ellisdons, you'll get one of these cards. If you buy 2 things made by Ellisdons, you'll get 2 of these cards. And they're a great little fact sheet with a potted history of the company. We make those for lots of different joke companies. So and you can also buy a set of those cards on their own. And we also have the book. There's 2 books actually. This is the second one, but there's the a 2-book set called Ellisdons: The History. There's only 2 shops in the world that sell this book, so that's worth a look if you're really interested in the company and the people that made Ellisdons. So there's just a little snapshot, and this really is just a fraction of what we've got in stock at the moment from Ellisdons. But there's tons more to be found, and keep your eye on there because we're always adding stuff. So there, that's Ellisdons, and you can find these or other Ellisdons tricks on oldjokes.co.uk. We always will have a changing selection, as I say, so check it out today.